All right, welcome to my podcast. My name is Esiogene Dafe. I like to give my opinion on so many topical issues, and every time I turn my head, there is always something happening in sports, especially. In other walks of life, there are things happening. I could give my opinion on that, but I like sports. I work with Sports Radio 8.9 Real FM, so I love sports. And the one that is on ground is about the brand of Pogba and also Jose Mourinho refusing to sign a Chelsea jersey in China. Now let's flip the script a little bit. Jose Mourinho goes to China, Chelsea fans brings the Chelsea jersey, he signs it. This is what the headline will be: still in love with Chelsea, still attracted to Chelsea. Chelsea, he cannot run away from Chelsea. That's obviously going to be the headline. He wanted to put a stop, he wanted to put a marker, but the press and the whole world, social media, everybody's hounding him. I don't understand that. The man has got a right, a decision to say, you know what, put my past behind me and move forward. Coincidentally, I'm wearing a blue shirt today, but it's not about Chelsea. It's about knowing that Jose Mourinho is a brand on its own, and he's moved from one brand to another, and he's also a brand influencer. He's supposed to be selling the Manchester United brand in China, not promoting the Chelsea brand. So if he refused to sign the Chelsea jersey, I think in my own opinion, Jose Mourinho is right, and nobody has got the right to say that is childish or something is wrong with the decision or whatever. Because I mean, it's a yes or no thing. You make a request to someone, please can you sign my jersey, and I have the right to say no. It's not an obligation that I must sign jerseys. And then if he did sign a Manchester United jersey, maybe we'll talk about that one. But let's move away from Jose Mourinho and the Chelsea jersey conundrum, and let's look at Pogba. How did the 19-year-old boy who refused to stay on the bench 4 years ago at Manchester United, and 4 years after, not like he's won the Champions League, not like he's a goal scorer and you say he's a goal monger who scores 50 or 60 or 80 or 90 goals per season, go from being someone whose entire worth was £175,000 to a player who will be earning £200,000 after tax? That is if he makes the Manchester United move, and then that move in itself is worth more than 100 million. And not just that, so many other people are going to benefit from it. First and foremost, let's talk about his agent, Manuel Reala, who gets about £20 million just by being a part of that deal, and then a whole lot of other people. The truth of the matter is, in today's world, in my days when I played football was just played for passion. You just love the game and you just play. You're happy that people know you, a few people know you. But today it's a different thing. There is the act of the game, that's for those who are playing. There's the science, and then there's the economics of the game. You must also know that for the economics of the game to work in your favor, you must build your brand. Your brand must be very, very acceptable, appealing, attractive to a wider range of audience, and that's exactly what Pogba is. When Pogba showed up at the FIFA Ballon d'Or with his mother, wearing the designer suit, he was wearing the glasses and his hairdo, he's shown that I am a guy who can power a whole lot of brand. I can power fashion, I can power a whole lot of other brands, and that's exactly what he did with that one. And then beyond that, it's also shown that as a player, he's very, very influential. He's 23. Let's not forget that. If he's grown in the last 4 years like this, in a meteorical rise from being a guy who cannot play in the Manchester United team to all of a sudden being a leader of the Juventus team. Let's not forget that after Tevez and Andre Pirlo left, everybody thought that they were going to suffer, but he powered them to win this last title, which for me was won on the back of his consistency, especially in the second half of the season. Then you would understand that this man has got brand power and he's also got football playing power. So on that strength, you will say he's worth it. But then instead of people going around criticizing the fee and saying it's not good, I think what you should look at is, how do you, let me bring it to Nigeria, how do you raise a young brand, maybe a Kelechi Iheanacho, Kelechi Wankali, and the rest of them, and make them as so powerful to become brands that command that kind of money? First thing you do is make them to be visible to every brand in the world, make them also to be very, very committed and passionate on the field of play. Once that is done, I think we will also have that kind of brand. But for me, I've always said that Pogba is worth that amount of money, and I've also believed that Jose Mourinho have no business signing the Chelsea jersey, and if he doesn't sign it, the world shouldn't come to an end. This is me. My name is Esiogene Dafe, and this is my podcast. I work with Sports Radio 8.9 FM. Thank you for listening to my podcast and watching it. You can share it, like it, and correct us where we're not doing well. Maybe we'll improve on it. Thank you.